Well, good afternoon, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Draw With Mikey. It's a pleasure to have you guys back along. So straight off the bat, hi, welcome. There was no DWM last week because I was on holiday. I went to Las Vegas with some friends for a stag do. It was great, but I'm shattered, guys. I can't lie to you. I'm so ruined right now. This DWM episode was supposed to be out yesterday. I was in bed for most of it, shivering weirdly. You know when you're too old to pretend to be young when you're on holiday, and we did fun stuff, which just meant that it's just absolutely worn me out. I had to edit that sentence just then. We did things. It was good. We had a good time in Vegas. So I hope you guys have had a really good week. Thanks for, hanging out at the channel regardless. I tried to make sure we had some videos up. This one should have been up yesterday, like I say, to kind of continue the unbroken run of regular uploads, which is what I'm kind of aiming as a game plan for this year, even if I do holidays. I don't know how that's going to work. But it's otherwise good to be back. For those of you who are new and wondering, why is Mikey just mumbling away about how sorry he feels for himself? Well, this is DWM. It's the super casual midweek series. It's out on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Generally, we talk about whatever, swear word alerts, spoiler alerts. This is like, all questions are answered. You can talk about anything. It doesn't have to just be art. It's my opportunity to read your comments, basically, and say hello to you guys, even if I am right now a little bit worn down. I don't know if you can hear it. Anyway, make sure you've got yourselves like a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or something. I strongly recommend it. Today I have a cup of tea. Let's have a little sip straight away. What else do we need to talk about? Oh yeah, last episode, 2 weeks ago now, we did Ugandan Knuckles Chan. Oh yeah, and today, of course, we're doing Earth Chan, or Real Earth Chan, which, as we all know, is Flat Earth Chan, I mean, we've talked about this before, and I'm not going to get into it, right, guys? But, just deep down, on the low key, we all know the Earth is flat, yeah? I mean, I know we know science and everything, and, the future, hashtag Elon Musk, I don't know. But, just between you and me, we're not messing about, right? The Earth's flat, yeah? So, yeah, we're doing Flat Earth Chan today. Basically, my first drawing since I've come back from holiday, so I don't expect it to be a game changer or anything like that. The DWM episodes very much are a sketchbook vibe style episode. Some drawings will sometimes be quite alluring and good, and some of them will be absolutely rubbish. It's real life, guys. Deal with it. So this Flat Earth Chan, I don't know what I was thinking or what I was doing. I started off thinking about Guile from Street Fighter and sort of tried to subtract backwards from there. What I was going to say is, in the last episode we did Ugandan Knuckles Chan. And that particular one I did as a live stream, and obviously claps the footage. And what we said the entire live stream was that I'm going to do Canary from Hunter x Hunter. Let's start off with Canary from Hunter x Hunter and just give us some Knuckles gloves. Let's spend the evening doing that. So on Twitch, we just talked about Hunter x Hunter and we drew pictures of Canary as a Ugandan Knuckles. What I didn't do is mention that in the last DWM, so I can see straight away most of the comments are probably going to be, it looks like it's Canary from Hunter x Hunter, which is absolutely fine, because I didn't DWM mention it, but just to give you guys some context of when I read through your comments, is probably going to be a running theme. Oh, and then we did, what was the last? Sorry, I've not even got to your comments yet. I'm still feeling so worn out. Let's have a sip. In the last tutorial face mapping video, that was very much an Ilya, oh shit, what's her name? Ilya Kulishov? That very particularly styled manga artist as well. She's incredible. Was definitely a strong influence for kind of face mapping, especially when it came to getting the feel for the eyes at the angles and that bridge of the nose and how it swings around. So I better say that right now as well, just in case. I forget to mention these things. Am I sweating weirdly? I'm sweating weirdly. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, your comment. CV Anime Drawing says, oh my god, you did it. A Ugandan Knuckles Chan. Awesome. Happy Valentine's Day, Mikey. I just drew a dead meme too. Oh my god, my memes are so dead. Yeah, I don't think anything's up to date, guys. I know dead memes. CV, happy Valentine's to you back 2 weeks ago. I hope you've had a bloody good one. I don't know if there's a Mr. CV, but I hope you had a lovely day of it. YouTube's algorithms are kind of strange. My stuff is, of course, pretty etchy. I know it's not suitable, and things keep turning on and off pretty randomly. Yeah, I was probably having a little moan last time about, oh, YouTube's non-advertising suitable on and off thing. Like, basically, YouTube flags my videos as not suitable for all advertisers. almost randomly, and sometimes those flags disappear, sometimes they reappear. It's a real shit show of absolutely. Space Duck says this is definitely the way. Oh my god, I'm so glad. I really wanted to do Uganda's Knuckle Chan, but I'm also so glad we're going to put it behind us and move on from all this shit. This is probably going to be the last Chan for the moment, the Earth Chan you're seeing, because there's some really exciting stuff I want to dive into this year, drawing wise. 2018 I keep talking about as being the bit where we're going to engage with like back to basics, and that means both back to basics and the drawing tutorials. Some of them I'm doing back to basics for me personally and studying anatomy back from scratch, back to basics for going to some really old school anime and manga. I want to get back to some of that 80s shit and really early 90s stuff, as well as always taking your suggestions for what's kind of new and out there. Anyway, Zedeki Regalia says no. Just no, in response, I'm assuming, to Uganda Knuckles Chan. That's absolutely fair response. And Reverse Dipper Pine says, reminds me of that one girl in Hunter x Hunter. Oh yeah, we'll come back to that. JK Lol says, don't ever do this again. This is going to be... Normally when I read through the comments, they're DWM. It's always like, hi Mikey, how you doing? Today I drew this. And I'm just like, oh, awesome, share it. I feel like most of the comments here are just going to be like, Mikey, you son of a bitch, stop, don't do this. Don't make this what your channel's all about. Grow up. So yeah, Enrique sounds a happy face cooler man says looks like canary. Of course it does. Moyo Sole Mboye, Shy's the limit. You guys, yeah, loads of you. Jaber giggles, cracking on the canary. Adam Felipe as well. Mabasa Manro says, oh dear, Mikey's treading on some seriously dangerous territory, but I guess it turned out okay. I'm African myself. Hashtag notification squad. Mabasa, thank you very much for being part of the notification squad. It's always a pleasure to have you guys. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for validating. I did do a safe Ugandan Knuckles Chan. I didn't do like a really derpy weird thing. I wanted to make it like a real character, which is why we've started off with a bit of canary. Yikoi says, oh god, why? Yikoi. I wonder why myself. It was so long ago. And Crob the Great One says, Mikey, this is amazing. I'm black and I don't find this racist at all. Oh god, thank you. Looks like you took some inspiration from Canaria. Absolutely, yes I did. Ignore those who find fault with what they're actually few in number. They're always allowed us. Oh, I won't worry about it, dude. I've been like on the old YouTube for 3 years? I think it's 3 years. So like, you know, I don't don't have any challenges when you get shits posts and all sorts of stuff in the comments. Don't worry. Desert Avenger says, great memes as always, Mikey. Desert Avenger, you're wrong, but thank you. That's very kind to say. Even though this is a dead meme. Oh no, you are right. Thanks for reading my previous comment. It really made my day. Anyway, your tutorials have helped me completely revamp my character construction process, particularly with females. I can finally draw some thick elves. Desert Avenger, I'm very pleased to hear that. I'm really glad you found it useful. Oh, you've written a bit of a paragraph, however. Doobie-doobie-doo, stuff with compositions. I'd love to contribute with translation of your videos since I'm a native speaker of Spanish and fluent English. Oh, Desert Avenger. Wow, let's talk. Let's talk, because I do need to... I did mention this, didn't I? Mikey needs to translate. Except Mikey's not going to do it. He needs to find really kind people who might do it. Obviously, Desert Avenger... I wouldn't look for anybody to translate the Rambling Mess, which is for DWM episodes, but to you and anybody else who finds themselves bored or wants to engage with a project where you get pretty much nothing back, which I'd bloody love. Yeah, those tutorials, especially the most popular tutorials, need a bit of translating into autre langue. A sip of tea. Rupty says, Mikey found a way. Cluck, indeed. And Contemplate Tech says, hey Mikey. Hello, Contemplate. So I mentioned I was getting a Cintiq Companion Hybrid for about $600, and you suggested the Companion 2. And I decided to do it, so I got it for $888.09. You got the i7 8GB RAM. Strong. Very, very strong. You'll be selling your hybrid on eBay shortly after you get the 2. You found it the Android software it uses underpowered and kind of laggy. Hope you're having a great holiday. I did have a great holiday, Contemplate Tech. It's so cold right here in the UK right now. I wish I was back there. And thanks for the great art, entertainment and motivation as always. Dude, that's very nice to say. That was like 2 weeks ago you probably wrote this comment, so I'm assuming you've received it by now. How is it? How are you finding it to use? I need to crack my Companion 2 back out, actually. As you guys probably know, I'm a guy who's got a lot of tablets to shift. Oh, let's do another giveaway. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. So, sorry, guys. As anyone who doesn't know what's going on, this is like a ramble series. It's completely unedited. I read your comments and I just talk about whatever happens to come to mind. What's just come to mind is like that last tablet giveaway I did. I don't think I ever heard back from the winner. I was like, I tried to give you guys a week. Like, email me, get in touch for the love of God so I can send you a free drawing tablet. You've won a competition. I like to do it. I like to send out the tablets because, like, if you don't have access to that, then you can draw more. And that makes me happy because I like drawing. Motherfuckers, you guys. Like, I've had it's just two so far. Including last week, I've had 2 different winners who've never come back to me. Oh my God, what is going on? So I need to double check for sure, because maybe that person has, in which case, you know, I'll get cracking. But if they haven't, I'm just going to do another competition. So we're going to do another tablet giveaway soon, probably. For, oh God, what was it? Was it the Pablo Island? I think, something like that, A609. But yeah. Wait, what was it? Oh, yeah, so Contemplate Tech. I hope you're having a lovely time for tablet. Thank you very much for your kind comment. That's what we're getting with. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm a little bit out of whack. No, come on, Mikey. We're definitely going to have a tutorial ready for this Saturday. 110%, guys. I'm absolutely behind it. I want to really push this regular uploads. I really want to make my channel really... Because normally... Oh, God, how do I put this? Normally, I only do the videos when I can be bothered, which means every now and then my channel will go on hiatus for a month, or, like, I just have some really scattered random videos, because I'm just like, no, I'm not really feeling it, and I don't want to turn it into like a pain in the ass for me. It's the only way I'm going to keep doing YouTube is if I do what I want to do, which is fine. So what I'm trying to do now is, not that any of you guys care, but I'll give you a bit of insight into what would be smart video making, is I'm going to try to make, let's say my target is I'm always going to try to make 3 weeks worth of content in every 2-week period. So that I'm always a little bit ahead of the curve for weekend videos or something like that. Obviously the DWMs are a bit more close to air quotes live or weekly. Just so that if I hit a time where I'm just like, oh, I want to go on a holiday, or I really don't feel like drawing right now, then I've already got like a backup archive of good stuff to still push out there. So that's Mikey's kind of vague target, just so the channel has a bit more of a regular feel. That way, Mikey, me, oh my God, Chameleon S talked about me doing this third person thing. I don't know why it is, it's just comes naturally to me. That way I will be still only doing drawing when I want to do drawing, but you, the viewer, the subscriber, you delicious people for clicking that red button, God bless your souls, still get regular Mikey content as well, and then it's win-win. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, Uber Awesome Man, sidetrack time, I do apologise. Uber Awesome Man 9 says, has art gone too far? The answer is yes. Yes, it did indeed. Brandon says, dude, couldn't you have drawn some decent looking dreads and not make it look like sausages are growing out of her head? But she's so delicious. Why not a cheeky Lancashire sausage or two? Just so that when the sun beats down, she can just reach up and pick up a bit of feed. You've got loads of replies. Do people quite like the sausage chat? Oh no, it's turned into an argument. Oh my God. Sorry guys, so basically this comment has got, oh my God, I think it's just turned into like a shitpost argument. So Brandon on here has like 30 plus replies, and it's with a couple of people in particular, Tao and I think it's just Brandon and Tao. I'm sure there's and Kirsten and so on. Basically, I think you guys, like, everyone's replied to Brandon being really like, you know, don't criticize, blah blah blah, draw it yourself sort of thing, which is really fucking kind. I bloody love you guys. I'm not gonna read this whole fucking in and out fucking conversation because I really don't care about it. But no, if somebody wants to tell me in a DWM episode that what I've drawn looks like a bunch of sausages to them, that's fine. Like that's the whole point of DWM. As long as you're not being like rude, fucking talk to me. Let me know your opinions. That's what open conversation is. You don't have to be like only say nice things to me. I like the engagement with you guys. So like it can come off a little bit rude. Couldn't you have drawn some decent looking dreads? No, I clearly couldn't have, Brandon. I can see that it's just turned into this big thing. So I bloody love a lot of you regardless. Don't worry about it. Oh, but thank you so much for jumping to my defense equally. But no, if they look like if I draw something that looks like sausages to you, I mean, be polite about it, sure. But yeah, you can tell me like they look like sausages. I don't mind. Oh, let's get on a bit. Like I was saying a bit earlier, mate, come on, fucking, I can take criticism, it's not too bad. Like, polite criticism is one thing, constructive criticism is great. If you've got something bad to say and nothing good to say at all, then obviously what you can do is you can take that idea, what you do is you write it down in like a quick letter or a note, and then you scrunch it up, and then you stick it up your ass, and then just hope for the best, really. But yeah, if there's something you notice, don't hesitate to tell me about it, I really don't mind. Bag and Dragon says, this is totally just Canary. Yes, it is. For boxing gloves. Yes, it is Bag and Dragon. I wish you guys were all at the live stream, because that was the whole thing we were talking about. But yeah, no worries. Edgar Ornelia says, Mikey. Hello, Edgar. When are you going to draw some prison school female characters? It's a good anime and a manga is better. Look it up if you haven't heard of it. Hashtag, you're welcome. Edgar, prison school's been brought up a lot. Is it on my... Oh, fuck, I didn't open the notepad. I've usually got a... Let's just get this out of the way really quickly. I usually keep a notepad open as well for all of your suggestions. Prison School's been on here 100 times. I can't remember which character. I think somebody was mentioning there's like some mega boobs character in Prison School, which I eventually have to get round to. But we've got so much to do. Like, I keep wanting to do certain things in certain order, and then Super Eye Patch Wolf will release another video called, like, you know, why you should watch Dragon Ball, or why this manga's so great. And then I just think, oh shit, he's right. Everything he says is correct about anime and manga. And then I'm just like, oh fuck, now I need to totally get into that. Although, as much as I love Super Eye Patch Wolf, and I do love his videos, they're so good. And the points he brings up are so fucking correct. Like, I haven't had a bad word to say about it. He does include artwork every now and then, and doesn't reference the artist, and it came up in Twitter. So I did tweet at him, and I was just like, dude, love your videos. But please do make sure you reference artists. It really helps us out. And he got paid. He just said noted, which is fine. But man, that guy, he like did a Dragon Ball manga. No, excuse me, Dragon Ball Z manga video just recently. I'm sure most of you have seen it. And then I was just like, oh fuck. Well, now I just want to read all of my Dragon Ball manga and not go out the house anymore and stuff. And it's really easy to get distracted in the world of anime and manga and stuff that you like, because you just... There's so much juicy, cool, fucking awesome stuff out there. Anyway, that's probably my way of saying Prison School. I'll get around to it when I can. Forbidden Phantom says, Mikey, draw Leon for Leon from Akame ga Kill, and I'm going for a long art block. It's been about 4 months since the last time I drew something. Dude, I can't draw all the time. I'm usually spending it on gaming, writing, and working out instead till it's over. Forbidden Phantom. There's someone who hangs out on Twitch. This dude, Alistair. He's fucking hitting the gym as well. I need to follow in your footsteps, all of you people. Anyway, lastly, when are you going to do another art lesson that's more on the advanced side? I need to learn something new. Forbidden Phantom, I hope you found that mapping the face tutorial to be useful. Probably going to do another basics tutorial, because I still want to just crack those out at the beginning part of the year. I don't want to be doing those basics tutorials all year long. I want to get like that very short series wrapped up. But I do want to create that content and make that available for people as well. Even Art says 50% of the comments are referencing to Da Way. Yes, and the other 50% are, oh my G, Hunter Hunter. Correct, Evan Art. You've actually nailed it. You've actually exactly nailed like all of the comments that I'm skipping, because I'm reading through and most of them again are just people saying Canary. Rightly so. Oh my god. Let's just have a little breather for Mikey. Oh my god, this is a good podcast, isn't it? Do you like that bit in Mikey's podcast where he just had to stop and catch his breath? Oh yeah, that was fucking great content. Good job. GG everybody. Oh yes, Omniscient Warrior says. I know, I'm not really dying, but I'm just like a little worn out and phased. DA is Deviant Art. It's an artist website. Don't use it though. They have an agreement that you agree when you make an account for them to upload, where they're allowed to sell and distribute your work without giving you a cut, asking or needing your permission, let alone telling you. If you have stuff you're just throwing up real quick and don't care about, be fine. Many sites let you do that, but not quite as smooth for just art stuff. Omniscient Warrior, thank you very much. I'm aware of DeviantArt. I have a DeviantArt account I haven't uploaded to for the last 2 years. However easy it is to use, many people put stuff up there not realising they were robbed and scammed by DeviantArt. There's a lot of talent on that site. So I hear DeviantArt is great to engage with competitions, have conversations about art, share your artwork and get a bit of a following and a fan base. Pretty much every single thing you upload to. Oh my god, so here's me trying to sound up to date. Have any of you guys heard a new app called, is it Vimo? Or Vero? Vero, I think it is. Vero. because pretty much every single artist that I follow on Instagram over the last week has signed up for a Vero account on this Vero app. And like, you keep seeing these Instagram posts, they've got like this version. I'm now using Vero, and it's find me on Vero. And like, I was just having a look at that. And this other artist, a dude called Dave Greco Art, just tweeted out, have you noticed in the T's and C's, like, you have to give them permission in a very similar way to do whatever they want with your artwork without crediting you, blah, 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 license. But then everybody was just saying in that particular thread that, you know what, when you sign up to Twitter, when you sign up to Instagram, when you sign up to pretty much anything, there's a clause in there that basically says we have full permission to distribute and spread your art or any of your content that you upload, borderline in any way we see fit. And that's a kind of thing in there that is essentially a requirement that allows them to display anything you upload at all. Like, if you didn't sign to that and you uploaded to the app, then the app technically legally wouldn't be able to share anything that you put up. Like, it has to be able to legally distribute your images as part of like the search and discovery part of it. So I don't know how much DA is like, and by the way, I genuinely don't know. So you guys tell me if you've like heard horrible stories or anything like that. But I don't know how much DeviantArt is actually selling people's artwork without their permission. I know you can sell your art on there as prints and mugs. I assume you get a cut. I don't think they sell your stuff without permission unless maybe you click some options really stupidly in the settings. But yeah, it is a place that I'm aware of. Old DA. Obviously you said DA and I didn't understand what it stood for earlier. But no, I don't fucking use it. I really should. I really should get back on there. But that being said, I really should get back on Facebook and start replying to your messages. I'm such a bad person. Oh, there's loads to do. Loads of busy times. But thank you, Omniscient Warrior. If you guys have heard any stories about DeviantArt, blah, 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 let me know. Also, Vero. You guys must have heard about this or what's going on. I don't know if it's any good. Something, what are they saying? What's the point of it? It's supposed to be like Instagram, but without any of the algorithms. So it's like simple Instagram again, and you can kind of change your settings to how much of your content different people see. I don't know. I've opened an account, but I haven't like sent an Instagram image round saying find me on Vero, because I don't care if you do. I don't know if it's any good. Basically, Instagram to any audiences. So sod it. Oh, that tea. Ah. Danica Tongingson says Damim is evolving. Oh no, Danica, it's not. Don't worry, we're coming away from now, says the guy drawing Flat Earth Chan right now. But other than that, we'll be fine. Excuse me. Bad Times Blood says, sup Mikey, hello there Bad. Long time watcher, I listen to your videos, specifically these DWMs whilst I'm at work and sipping my tea. Excellent news, good sir. I also listen when I draw. Brilliant. I hope you guys are all getting some, well, I hope you're relaxing. Maybe you just like the sound of my slightly ill worn out voice. Maybe you're getting your own artwork done in the background. Dreamboat, all of it's Dreamboat. Anyway, I usually draw whenever it is you're drawing, but in my own style, or sometimes I just copy yours to work on a different style. Keep it up, my man. Hope your vacation was good. Bad Times Blood. It was good. Thank you very much. Hashtag Hardcore Crew, hashtag Civility. You got some tags hidden there. Nice one. Yeah, it was a good vacation. It was good. It was good. I'm just going to sip some more tea. I have some drawings to do off the back of that vacation. We met a lot of interesting people. Karina Thomas says, BDSM, Mikey. Oh my god. Karina, you still hanging around the channel? Karina, like, in really early DWMs, Karina, whoever you are, just like, Mikey, do some more BDSM imagery. And I'm just like, no, I've got to be safe for YouTube. I had no idea you still hung around, Karina. Welcome as ever. Joey the girl says, this is horrible. I'm sorry, it's just my opinion. Unsubscribes. Joey, well, I'm going to miss you, but maybe you're not listening to this video if you've unsubbed off the back of Uganda Knuckles. Tough titties. Deco Mavic says, hi Mikey, have you ever tried your hand at Flash? Could be cool for a DWM. Deco Mavic, are you talking about the Flash? As in that really quick guy from Justice League? Or are you talking about Flash as in like the somewhat completely outdated animation software? I don't think people... Is Flash like still exist? I don't think people use Flash. Both of them sound good. I like the idea of doing an animation from time to time if I find said time. Or drawing a Flash. I could dive into some Marvel stuff. In and out. I don't know really. Oh my god. seriously, somebody whose artwork I'm really fanboying out a lot over is Dave Greco art, because I try to watch his streams on Twitch whenever I can, and he's recently done this incredible picture of Carnage. It's so fucking good. Dave Greco art. He's now got a YouTube channel, in fact. Wait, do I? No, there's no way to me to come out of our current conversation and find it. But if you type in Dave Greco art or something like that, you'll find his YouTube channel. It is only just started. It's horrifically undersubscribed, but you would not regret it if you guys check it out. It's definitely going to soar past what I'm up to in a very short period of time. So you heard it here first, everybody. But yeah, it's done an incredible Carnage piece, and it really just makes me want to engage with some Marvel and DC characters a bit. When? How? Don't know. Like, the closest I've ever gone is in the early days of the Draw Simple Easy episodes. We did some basic superheroes there, but we need to do more. But how? Vahiruk says, I cringe in disgust. I'm so disappointed in you, Mikey. Never thought you'd make such a video, but you're still my favourite artist. I hope you'll never draw something like this again. That Ugandan Knuckles Chad really splitting the crowd. Thank you very much, Hyrox. I also hope such things, but I do like canaries, so you know. I just hope like we come away from these Chans sooner than later. Should we say this is the last Chan for the moment, Flat Earth Chan? Like, I might do a different version of this type of character, because I like the idea of Flat Earth Chan compared to Earth Chan, because you know, like I was saying a little bit earlier, guys, you know, on a DL. It's real Earth Chan, isn't it? So we might just see how this one goes in the future. But yeah, in a general sense of chasing those memes and stuff, yeah, it's not for me. I can't do up-to-date shit, and we won't be doing too much more. There's other stuff I want to draw. Kohakuran Senko says, hi Mikey, in DWM 77 on the 4039. Okay, Kohakuran, this is not against you at all, but I'm going to read this in a geek voice. Hi Mikey, in DWM 77 on the 40-minute point 39-second mark, you said my tabs are full of Hotengeki and also pens. Did you mean a Chinese artist called Hotengeki? Because he's one of my favourites and it's pretty awesome if you know his stuff. Well, Korakurin Senko. Yeah, Hotengeki is... by the way, I do apologise. It's not against you. It's just because you've got a timestamp in there, which is great. Hotengeki, the one... Actually, you've included the Chinese spelling. Or what I'm assuming is the Japanese kanji. So I'm just going to paste it to make sure we're talking about the same artist. Images for Hotengeki. Oh my god, a Hotengeki is a type of Chinese spear? Or so, in terms of that kanji? Anyway, if it's who we're both thinking of, we're thinking of a particular anime girl artist. Really good. Really fucking good illustrator. So yeah, like, followed his work. I don't know if he actually produces any comics or doujins or anything, but I've seen, like, and had a look at his character art for years. Yeah, Hotengeki's really good. Application says, hey Mikey, do you know the way? Applications, no I don't. We veered into the path of wrongness, down into meme town, but we're going to flush ourselves straight out, don't you worry. And we need more folks like you, shakes my head. Tangy Chan shakes my head as the overall theme about Ugandan Knuckles. What have you done, says Squiggles. Oh my god, I've made you guys so sad and upset. You know what, I think this is the most upset the comment section has been, and fairly rightly so, I don't have an issue with it, but I think this is the most upset that the comment section has been ever since we did Bearded Ladies. We did Mikey Mega Mega pictures ages and ages ago as a DWM episode as beards, so I think that came up in the last time-lapse compilation video that I put up last week. And I'd completely forgotten about that, but oh my god, like, so everyone's like, do female versions of Mikey with beards. So eventually I was like, oh, okay, let's do some now for a DWM. And then after that episode, people were just like, oh, never draw that again. It's like such an upset crowd. Future Artistic Soldier says, what's up, dude? Hello there, Future Artistic. Not much, mate. How you getting on? It's been a while since I've commented on one of these, but I actually have a question for you. Une question? C'était là. I don't know if it's silly or not, but do you have an idea on how muscles show on transgender people? An OC I've been working on is a transgender man, and I don't know if there's a major difference or not. My only difference I've noticed on the chest. Love your content and quality tutorials. Keep up the good work. Future Artistic Soldier, thank you very much, good sir. Oh my god. Well, that's a difficult question because, okay, let's just put it into an A-type, B-type. A-type is been smashing on the hormones from a very young age and has developed into whatever the correct term for the gender you're trying to aim for looking like. So going more the female route, in which case you know, you can draw them as young, as slim, whatever you want. The hip bones might still have that male profile though. So when it comes to like drawing a female form, like, have you heard of the whole pear-shaped situation? So you can have like the small top, you can tuck in at the waist, and you can kind of skim out fairly wide over the hips. And that tuck point, when you draw a female character in anime, can be a little bit lower than the middle of the body, middle of the torso, so that it really accentuates how the tip throw out. Whereas when you draw like a male character in that very general form, it tends to be a bit more evenly weighted between the top part, the width of the shoulders and the chest, versus the hips. And that center point, the thinnest point of the waist, tends to be a little bit higher up and not quite as exaggerated. So if you're drawing like a transgender character, you might not have the waistline be as like, you know, curvistically thin in the middle before it goes out of the hips as you would a female character, and you might have the hips actually rise up. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping up the tea. And you might have, you don't need to know that, but you probably heard. And you might have the hips rise up a little bit higher towards the center. I don't know how to describe it in another way. I hope that makes some sense. That really needs probably a tutorial video in the future where we draw the differences. Also, sometimes the shoulders can be a bit wiry compared to the girls. And if you're drawing the other type, which is a masculine form going into the whole transgender thing, then you probably need to be aware, what are the things? Got to watch that jawline, and the hands always tend to be a little bit more masculine still, I'd suggest. That's about all that comes to mind at the moment. There's probably loads to get into, but that's like a really juicy topic, whatever, regardless your opinion is on a transgender. And obviously it's 2018 and Mikey's channel is a safe place for everyone, but that's a very juicy topic to dive into and kind of work out the differences and the nuances when it comes to designing a character. Good question. Dr. Hook says, I just wanted to say hello. Well, hello, Dr. Hook. I haven't been able to keep up with your vids. You post faster than I get time to watch them. Interesting struggle, I know. Love you, Mike. Keep on keeping on. Thank you very much, Dr. Hook. That's very kind of you. Let's have some more tea. Tag says, can you do a Photoshop tutorial? Tag, do you mean in terms of colouring characters or what? Because I've done some. If you could get a bit more specific, I would love to fulfill said requests. And Natsu Dragneel says, yo, Mikey Mega Mega Star. Well, you make it sound like a JoJo thing. Thank you very much, Joestar. How was your day? Natsu Dragneel, most of my day has been spent shivering in bed trying to reset my clock because I'm only just now coming out of American time and it's been a real struggle. Thank you for asking. How is your day? Your Knuckles Chan would be really cute, but the Knuckles Chan boobs is long and one is other short. That's really cracked me up. Oh yeah, we did do a dopey one actually. You're right in that process. One more thing. When you're going to do the lingerie tutorial, can't wait. Hope not being rude. Anime recommendations. Oh, I like recommendations. Lingerie tutorials coming, don't worry. Your name, Citrus Godzilla? Fairy Tale Dragon Cry? What? Dragon Cry? Is that like another season of Fairy? I'm just going to Control C and copy your suggestions for later. I'll engage with all of that later. Thank you very much for that list. Dragon Cry, is that like a film they done? What was it that came up in the... Oh yeah, so going back to talking about Super Eye Patch Wolf, because I fucking love his videos. In that last Dragon Ball Akira Toriyama thing, he talked about the way Akira frames his manga to create natural flow in action scenes that draw the eye in a movement across the page that really works. And he talks about manga that doesn't do that. And one of the manga he mentions that doesn't do that, not to any particular detriment, but doesn't take full advantage of the nature of a flow across a page, I think he said was Fairy Tail as well. So I need to go back and look at that with a critical eye, because I always used to think it had a very One Piecey look to it when I first... I mean, now I can... If I look at Fairy Tail and One Piece, they look worlds apart. But when I first ever saw the first issue of Fairy Tail, my first thoughts were, these characters look a bit One Piecey to me. But the way that they're drawn is completely different. I think One Piece has a very stylistic way to its artwork, but in a similar vibe. I'm not sure if it creates that eye flow. What One Piece is great for, that also comes up in the Dragon Ball Z manga Eye Patch Wolf video, is One Piece is great for showing the moment of anticipation before a blow is put in a fight scene or a contact. So there's loads of weight and flow to those One Piece characters, and there's so much dreamlike stuff when big gangs of people run around the place. I really love what they do there. Eiichiro Oda, what a guy. But yeah, now I'm just like, I'm looking at it out of a critical eye, and all of a sudden I'm thinking about Fairy Tail and just thinking, is that not a well-flown manga? It doesn't need to be all the time, but maybe it does need to be in the action scenes. You need to get a kind of a flow across the page, which is something that you could easily forget, and something which in the iPatch Wolf video, he does mention he doesn't enjoy, you know, blowing people down, but he does say in Dragon Ball Super, that manga has lost all of the qualities that were available in Dragon Ball Z, but it is essentially a fan manga by a different person, so swings and roundabouts. Dark Luke 321 says, have a nice break, Mikey. Thank you very much, Dark Luke. It was a nice break. I didn't, what I did do last year when I first went to Las Vegas is I took the camera and I took loads of imagery, and to my chagrin and much to the complaints of my close friends, I never made a vlog video out of it. So I do need to make a really old vlog video of what Las Vegas and LA was like for us in 2017. I didn't bring the camera this time around because I was like, nah, fuck it, it's too much hassle for a holiday, especially because it's like a stag, so we're going to do stuff to someone else's agenda. But I do need to like put together the old one. So for those of you aren't aware, I do have a channel called Mikey Whitehead. I'm probably going to change it to like Mikey on Tour or something like that soon. We'll have to see what happens. Where I stick some of that up. I'm not going to try to cross-sell you guys. You just relax and do your own thing. Yeah, okay. Joel says, not 100% like Canaria, more like 90%. At least in the most of the finished one, and the face and the feature shape differs enough. But I've got a question which I didn't ask for 5 or so weeks. Well, ask away, good sir. Feel free to skip it if you're pressed for time. We're always pressed for time, mate. When I'm stressed, I like to watch a slice of life anime in a season. This season that happens to be Hakume and Mikochi. It's about these 2 little forest gnome people. Here's an example. Let's open your link in another tab. Slowly loading picture. Oh god, is my internet really slow? I'm just taking me to a blank. Oh, there we go. Oh wow, cute little gnomes. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the rest of your question, Joel. Anyway, if you ever give them a draw, you could be tempted to draw them in normal human proportions instead of their chibi selves. De-chibification, maybe that is the term. Why would you choose to give them your usual curvy bodies or stick to a pudgy shape? Just more heads tall? You're legit curious. Okay. Cute chibi characters, Hakume and Mikochi, how might I draw them in my own style? If I do, or if I keep them chibi, who knows? I will take that suggestion. I see that down here. I never really engage with slice of life anime. I know there's good stuff out there, but I remember like maybe 5 years ago, maybe it's like a Glass Reflections video or something, but there was so many that all looked absolutely fucking the same, and I just didn't know what was shit and what wasn't, so I just didn't bother diving in. The closest I've been to a slice of life anime isn't slice of life anime. It was Haruhi Suzumoya, The Melancholy. Oh fuck, that was really good. I really loved how that was cut and edited and time shifted and put together. That was really pacey. Really like that. But that's absolutely not slice of life, even though it does have the facade of being a bit slicey. Anyway, Brasil me alguém. Dude's Trap, I've said that computer. Brasil me alguém. Alguém, is that something to do about speaking Brazilian? I'm assuming it is. Let's pop this into translate. I'm just curious because I don't know this word off the top of my head, everybody. So we're taking a moment out. Going to translate. Oh, is someone Brazilian? Loads of people are Brazilian who follow along these DWMs. Beaucoup de Brasileiros, which is 2 languages both used incorrectly in the sake of 1 sentence. Just say I'd do it. That's how I go. Anyway, Draw Momoko, Devil Luke, Vrom to Love Ru. I'm assuming that's supposed to be from Joris Brugman or Joris Brugman. Thank you very much for that suggestion. I'm just going to Control C that as well. You can probably hear me clicking away over time with a mouse. And Undead Rose says, I'm supposed to be revising for my mock exams, but this is much better. Undead Rose, oh my god, that was 2 weeks ago you probably wrote that. How did your mocks go? I'm assuming you've had them, or they're coming up. Good luck. Get your head down. Don't listen to Mikey, but, you know, do your studies. That's important stuff. Oh my god. Draw Earth-chan, please, says Shuya Sensei. Shuya, I'm doing her now, but not the way you guys probably wanted. This is why I wanted to do Earth-chan, by the way, because I wanted to do slightly subversive Flat Earth Chan, which I know loads of you guys aren't going to like because you love like the curvy ladies on this. But you know what? Screw society. I'm always going to mix it up however I see it fit. Yasmina Malavanje says she has sausages for her, and then Yasmina stops writing. Is that a? I wonder if that's a clever response to the earlier argument that's just appeared online. Well done, you. And drawing suggestion from Rivenstone, Manga 5, a Roadrunner, and Wily Coyote. Probably been said already on DeviantArt. Oh, DA equals DeviantArt. Yeah, no, thanks for... I must have just sat there last time and looked at DA and just been like, what is that? Like, it just wasn't... my brain cells weren't clicking together. But thank you very much for the suggestion as well. Let's pop that over there. Garnet says, I clicked on the vid because she looked like Canary, and so did you. Correct. To most of the audience, Garnet. And King of Dongles says, I got my girlfriend a vibrator for her 18th birthday back in October. King of Dongles, welcome back. You know, the one that I drew the self-insert one-shot. Oh my god. I'm going to skim over some of your thing. Okay, batteries didn't last very long at all. Oh my god, King of Dongles. Okay, just let me give like a real quick summary. Just reading through your comment. You've been lurking for the last few DWMs, and you wanted to leave this comment for a while, but you felt it was early enough. And since you play these in the background, I'm always part of the hashtag hardcore through hashtag Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you, all of you, and you, King of Dongles. So basically, King of Dongles got his girlfriend a vibe, and they've been smashing through condoms and batteries like crazy. Well, good for you, good sir. I hope you're having a lot of fun. Thank you very much for sharing. Oh, it's a lovely thing. It's a really weird thing to hear when you're feeling a bit rough after a holiday. But good for you, dude. Good for you. Danker Sheep says, you should feel ashamed. Tide Pods, then Ugandan Knuckles. Indeed, Danker Sheep. So much shame. Also, we've got Flat Earth Chan kicking in as well. And okay, quick sidetrack. King of Dongles, just because you're sharing, I'll share as well. A girl I briefly saw for a time at uni, and she was a neighbourish of mine. The way I got on her radar as well, actually, is I also bought her like a vibrator for her birthday. I've genuinely done the same thing. This was so many years ago. It's probably not something you can do in 2018. But like, she was like, why did you get me this? And I was like, I wanted to get you something you were genuinely going to get some use out of. And it turns out she did like it. And eventually that all worked out. Oh my God, Jesus, I completely forgot about that. Trust me, there's a longer version to that story which makes it sound more appropriate, so don't take that out of context. Oh, fucking hell. Narian TX says, hey there, Mikey. Hello, Narian. I don't think you have anything to worry about on the glasses. I had a pair of wireframe specs with thick lenses, and they were very secure and lasted for ages. You could see about getting fitted for a newer frame if you're really concerned. Hashtag Eyes for Life, hashtag Hardcore Crew have a ball in Vegas. Narian TX. Jesus, you've reminded me. So I was saying last time, but I've got new glasses now, and they're really big frames. And I'm just taking mine off. And I was saying that the lenses were popping out a bit. They felt like they were popping out. Narian TX, no, I should be worried. Whilst I was on holiday in Vegas, one of the lenses popped out my glasses. And then, like, a security guard and my friends had to look for it for ages. Oh, my God. That was such a hassle. And also, equally, yes, I've gone back to Specsavers subsequently. And they've ground down the lenses on one of my glasses, or they've changed the curvature or something. So I'm going to pick up my spare pair. Let's put these back on and sort that out. But yeah, they weren't perfect. It was a very dangerous situation for me. Oh my God, you don't want to lose glasses. Not where I was. Space Duck says, Mikey, I've been watching you for probably like 6 or 7 months now. Space Duck, well, I'm so sorry it's come to one of these episodes where I'm just worn out to read through your comments. I stumbled upon you when looking up a tutorial on drawing hips, I believe. Excellent. That was really popular, that hips tutorial. I'm glad you liked it. Really do appreciate your artwork and tutorials. You're welcome, dude. It's a pleasure to do them. I'm an animator in college now, but I've never taken art classes till like the 11th grade in high school, so my art fundamentals really do suck. Anyways, love your art. Hope you do more. Some questions for you. Do you draw furries? How do you plan out your art pieces so well, and any other useful advice for budding artists? Do I draw furries? Not against them, but no, I don't. And closest I've ever got is, what's it called, Gijinka, when we did some Pokemon stuff. And it turned out that's a really hot topic for you guys as well, to furry or not to furry. Again, I don't have a shoe in, I don't have a horse in either race. but a lot of you guys have got opinions pro and against. And how do you plan out your art pieces so well? Well, like this one you'll see spaced out, but I don't really. As a general rule of thumb, I'll have a loose idea of what I want to do in the poses, but as you've seen, I use my building blocks method for most things. Get the draft line, get the final line. What I've been messing around with more recently is using a much softer brush with a much looser interpretation and flow for a character at first, and that's also been changing up the nature of the finished image and the quality style and the way that I do kind of the lighting and shading. And also the way I work with the layers has shifted a little bit as well, but I won't go into like a big boring thing on the side. Anyway, that's vaguely part of what goes on in the background. Blue Saberwolf MC says, "Hey Mikey, don't be worried about us Northerners. Yes, I'm an English Northerner. Well, Blue Saberwolf, you must be fucking freezing right now. I'm not kidding, it's so cold down here. Us Northerners are the original hardcore crew who wear t-shirts and hoodies in the snow." That is true. To be completely frank, for those of you who are not from the UK, I can't remember how it goes. It's from like, I think it's from Lock, Stock or a film or something, where basically the way that people from the north look at people in the south, and I'm from the south, is that we're soft southern pansies. Where basically, you know, when weather gets cold, we get cold and we complain about stuff. And the way people from the south look at people from the north is that they're like, oh fuck, I can't remember what it is. Basically, that they're harder, but they're like, you know, dumb scumbags or something like that. It's all a bit fun. But yeah, no, don't worry. Like, people from the north are harder than people from the south. That is a generally accepted fact. But life in the north is more miserable than life in the south as well, which is also a generally accepted fact. So, you know, each has its own things. I worry about you southerners wearing 5 coats when it's only 10 degrees. I worry about us as well. Also, that thing about the glasses, it's alright, my lenses always fall out, but that's because the dog chewed from Jesus. Here's a suggestion. Could you do a busty version of X-23, Wolverine's daughter? I think that would be cool. Keep being Mikey. Thank you very much, Blue Saberwolf. Yeah, oh my god. We have a lot of on-topic strings to these comments where I just talk about something and then the next comment I read also covers that. So yeah, I did just pop the lens back in and it stayed there ever since, but I have no idea how long that's going to last really. These glasses, you got to take them off before doing activity. Hashtag hardcore crew, hashtag notification squad, hashtag still waiting on a Mikey Mega Mega music album, hashtag sorry about the long comment, hashtag take a sip. Take a sip indeed. Good hashtags. Wolverine's daughter. Like, I haven't read the comics that involve X-23, so my only exposure to that as a character is from Logan. And that actress, she's like obviously a little, is she? I was going to call her just some little South American girl. I'm assuming she's like maybe Mexican or Latin or something like that. But this actress, she's really, really fucking good in Logan. I'm sure most of you have seen that film. But also, like, how to put it? Like, I don't particularly want kids, at least not yet, because I'm quite happy just chugging along and doing my own thing. But, like, that little girl brings out, like, a dad vibe in me where I'm just like, oh my god, bless that little girl, she's so fucking good. Like, there is no part of me that wants to make, like, a busty, lewd version of her. Like, she's gone into a different slot in my brain where I'm just like, oh man, X-23 needs protecting. She's had such a hard life growing up in the lab, and Logan needs to be the father that she deserves. And I get like, all emotional in the cinema. So, yeah, like, there's, like, when you see, like, women in life, especially when there's, like, the difference between women and girls, I'd say, is, like, you know, visually, like, a woman is maybe curvy and attractive, and a girl, you could change her haircut and she might look like a boy. And with one of them, you're just like, oh, I could draw that person, that's very nice. And the other, you're just like, man, where are your parents? You need looking after. And X-23 is definitely the latter section where, like, oh man, I just wanted to, like obviously I'm talking about the character now, but when I watched Logan, I was just like, oh my god, I hope you're safe, you know, in Canada beyond the border with the other mutants. God, I hope your life is good. And then we watched Logan die and I'm just like, that was pretty much borderline my reaction in the cinema when she's like, tell them there's no more guns in the valley, you go home now. And I was just like, Logan's such a good movie. Oh my god, guys, I'm so tired and worn out now. Right, I'm so shattered. Guys, I bloody love you guys for listening to this. Do I say that enough? Not enough. Thank you, everybody who subscribed to the channel. I have had a lovely holiday. I'm hope to be really feeling myself this time next week. I need to be getting back on the Twitch and hanging out with you a lot and doing stuff. I need to answer more comments on Facebook. Obviously, time issues, blah, blah, blah. But let me just say thanks, guys, for waiting 2 weeks for another DWM. I'm so sorry I couldn't read through all of your comments. That's always really the case these days. I'm going to grab one more random comment and then we're going to say hello to the patrons. So let's just... I'm just scrolling now. Let's have a random scroll. Let's go. Okay. Lacrimosa of Jerufukun. Oh my god. Hi Mikey, my dude. Your work is paying off. I've watched your progress and you the MVP. Smouldering serious eyebrow raise of approval. Lacrimosa, thank you very much. Yeah, my art is developing. Like, when I look at my old stuff, it was so bad. And what I do now isn't amazing, but it's better. Thank you very much. It's very kind. Hashtag Oracle Crew. Read more. Question. Could you take a look at some of my drawings and suggest maybe some things I want to focus on? Don't hold back. Normally, I don't respond to requests like this. I say that every time, and I do respond to requests like this every time. But I try to avoid them because it like takes up time in the episode. But seeing as I'm wrapping up a little bit early, yes. Wow, okay, so you've got this really gothic, sewn together cheek doll girl. Oh, she's like a Frankenstein creation cutie girl. Alright, I really like the eyes. There's something very Bleach about them. From some of the Bleach bad guys. I love the quality and textures you've got on the clothing because it's like mandala and stuff like that. So you're not someone who's afraid to really dive in. Hair, let's talk hair then. Thing for improvement because like I really like what you're doing so far, seriously. Something that I've struggled on recently is you need to learn how to draw is it braids? Hair when it's, you know, braided back. Understand that pattern and figure. And with the actual hair as well, getting a few strands of the hair to show that, look, you've got the overall shape and profile of the hair, perfect. But getting a few strands and build up some of those details. There you go. That's a little bit of off the cuff response to that. Thank you very much for sharing, of course. And I hope you have a lovely week. Everybody, I hope you have a lovely week. Let me just say, the only reason all of this is possible is one, usually I feel a bit better, which is nice. But two, the help of those delicious patrons on Patreon. Coming up on your screen is a whole list of people who've been deliciously helping out Mikey Mega Mega this month. Their support makes all of this possible. And an extra big thank you to, he says, lining up all of the names, Alex, Icy Dotori, Connor... I was going to read out your full name, but I usually just keep it. Connor M. Sorry, I'm mumbling. Basically, I've got a list here. And what I try to do, guys, I've gone on a side thing already. What I try to do is, unless you guys want me to read out your full names, if you're some of my supporters on Patreon, I will happily read out your full names. But just in case you're not cool with that, I just read out your first name and the initial from the end. But you let me know, it's all fine. Anyway, let's start from the top again. Alex, Icy Dotori, Connor M., Carlos R, Garrett, ICZ, Michael M, The Cartoon Cynic, Raymond B, Trent P, Live on Kill, Ryder2KX, Mail B, Kurt D, Matt H, Ray C, The Clamps, Joe R, Kylie Art, Mike, Michael S, Trent H, Adam D, Luke C, Wes B, Blue Mercy Studios, Julio Felix O, Savon S, Jamie, John Hall V, Carlos R, Gyro P, Simon B, Taylor S, Jake Y, Furry Friend, Rory A, Hamongchi L, Thomas C, Ollie, Cogleaf, Christian L, Gabriel R, Minion715, Adam T, Nikolai HH, and Zahaki. You guys are at the top end tier. Thank you so much again for all of your support this month. Hope you've been having a bloody good month. It's technically next month now. So I need to get cracking on to more rewards. We need to continue with our Genos stuff as well. That Dojin side thing, that's also where we need to focus. And you guys might be thinking, wow, Mikey's reading out a really long list of people's names these days. Yeah, loads of people have come join me on Patreon now, which is great. I've kind of stepped up the game on Patreon a little bit recently. Basically asked for loads of people's feedback and what they wanted to see. So we've got a few more things on top of the usual rewards that pop out. If you're ever curious, why not pop along and join for a month and then stop? You don't have to make it reoccurring. But if you want access to some cool alternative shit, that's the place to be. You guys... have yourselves an absolutely bloody lovely week, and of course, I'll see you next time. Take care.